Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty in real hip hop music. I am Cornbread Capone. Tonight, we're going to be continuing with this ongoing conversation. Is hip hop destroying the black community? Now, in the last video that I had where I was discussing this topic, I did not get a chance to touch on thought culture. So this entire video will be dedicated to thought culture, or today's female rap, however you would like to describe it. Well, thought culture is definitely destroying the world, and I can give you reasons why. It adds to the delusion that's out there. It adds to the division between men and women. It programs minds, corrupts minds, definitely. Diluted the dating market and relationships. Yeah. Oh, it cut deep. It cut deeper than just listening to it at a party or listening to it in your car. Oh, it cut way deeper than that. And we're going to dig deep today. It adds to the STD rates. Yeah, because majority, 99% of female rap today promotes promiscuity and prostitution. It also adds to cases of SA, grape cases. Yes, it does. And even pedophilia. Yeah, because there's a lot of young girls and children who are swept up in this madness as well. It programs children and young adults, even some older. It's programming. This is programming. The rap music that promotes murder, guns, and drugs is intended to incarcerate and kill as many black men as possible. Thought culture, female rap, however you want to describe it, is to ensure that there are no black families. Think about what I just said. Now, and this is just my take, and this is just my opinion right here. It makes that type of music makes the people that listen to it unattractive. I can't tell you how many times when I've seen an attractive woman pull up and she's playing some music that makes her look like Flavor Flav without the clout. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, I need a woman to know what real music is. And more importantly, I need her to know what real music is not. But aside from my personal takes on it, you have to ask yourself, if she rides around listening to this music, if this is the music that is constantly in her ear and in her circumference, you have to ask why. Music is very important because it's not far from who you are and what you believe. And if you're a woman in 2024 and you're entertained by a Sexy Red, a Glorilla, a Cardi B, it's one or two things. It's either you're a hoe or you're a hoe in training. There is no in between. There is no, oh, I just like it for the beat. There is no, oh, we play this when we turn up at a party. There is no exception. You listen to that music that promotes promiscuity and prostitution, you're either a hoe or you want to be a hoe. One of the two. I said what I said. The funny thing in all this is these people that make this music, they won't let their children listen to it or partake in the lifestyle. But they have no problem with you and your children partaking in the lifestyle. That's very interesting. Very interesting. It also keeps single women single. Yeah, it keeps single women single. You know what? It's party music. It might be party music for some. It might be fun music for others. But it's not no music that sustains. It's not music that will stay around or be around forever. Let's be honest. Some of these artists that are out and popular today, we won't remember them in 5 years. We will not be looking back 10 years later talking about how great it was. Let's just be honest. It's only so many times you could talk about selling yourself. It's only so many times when you could talk about how good your ass look when it shake before it becomes boring and redundant. At this point, it has become boring and redundant because they have beat the topic into the ground. It has become oversaturated. Once you have pretty much every female rapper rapping about the same thing, yeah, it's time to look somewhere else. And that's what people are doing. You know, at least the people who can appreciate real music, they're looking the other way because they're not entertained by degradation. If you are entertained by garbage, you must live in a dumpster. This is something that I come across in my everyday life, and this just don't apply to female rap of today. This applies to, because let's be real, 98% of rap today is complete and utter trash. No matter what side you look at, male or female. 98% of what comes out today is complete and utter fucking trash. You have to ask yourself, if you are entertained by garbage, you must live in a dumpster. A lot of people don't like it that I have the views that I have. They wish that I was like everybody else. Go along, get along, kiss everybody's ass, play the music that everybody play, do the same dumb shit that everybody do. I'm sorry that I am from an era of individuality. I'm sorry that I'm my own individual. I'm sorry that I have my own mind. I'm sorry that I think for myself and I don't let others think for me. I'm sorry that I'm not a sucker, a ass kisser, a bootlicker, somebody who's gonna live on their fucking knees and be a slave to society and other people's standards in other people's eyes. I apologize for not being that person. I don't give a fuck about being that person. I am me. I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it, because this is my platform. Let's get something clear here. If you don't like the words that I say, feel free to fly the fuck away. Because I'm not going to waver and I'm not going to change. And I'm going to stand on what I've been saying. If you listen to this modern day female rap music, no, I apologize. Once they let ratchet culture be accepted mainstream worldwide, that's the moment that they messed up. At that moment, they legitimized ratchet culture abroad, all over. So now it's other groups of people, not just black people, who now have a ratchet section. But I want to tell you something that's real, that's probably not talked about. Other races use the thought culture as their comedy. In the 90s, there was a movie called Baps that came out. And it was just supposed to be a movie, you know, but if you look at the imagery and the style and the sound of Baps, it's what's happening in real lifetime today. It was just supposed to be a movie, but today Baps has come to real life. And I'm just using that as an analogy. In places where there are no black people, this is used as comedy. It's definitely used by the gay community. Who are they imitating? Black women. Who are they dressing like? Black women. Yeah, see, nobody want to talk about that type of conversation, but that's really going on though. That's a part of this too. The same, gay community that was hanging with black girls at one time and going to the clubs with them, they the same ones who making jokes out of their culture and money. Oh, it don't just stop at the jokes. They didn't monetize the black woman and making money off of her without having to pay the black woman. Yeah. Oh, it get deeper than just what you listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than you listening to this song at the club. It goes way deeper. And if you're not to the level of understanding, what I'm saying is going to go right over your head. But if you do understand what I'm talking about, you probably like, whoa, that's ill right there. But it's true. And nobody wants to talk about that. A lot of men, especially within YouTube and the RP spaces, love to, pinpoint this type of music and attribute it to the inadequacies that's going on within relationships, dating, marriage, so on and so forth. But it cuts a whole lot deeper because this music is not intended for the adults to latch on to, even though there's a lot of adults who have latched on to it. It's really programming for the children. That's what it's for. So when you see those videos of those teachers expressing how those children come to school and request songs from Sexy Red, or when you see that video of those little children singing a song called Hands on Your Knees, or when you see little children in a fast food establishment bending over and shaking their backsides as if they are working at a strip club. See all those images that I just brought to your attention? That's what this music is for. But black people don't get mad at that. That doesn't enrage us. That doesn't move us to do anything. But this is the truth, what I'm talking about. And this is why this is a problem. If I was a man, I would not talk to a woman who listened to this type of music. because it means that something is wrong with her brain if she thinks that this is real music. 9 times out of, because women can be easily influenced and coerced and, and wrapped up into a lifestyle, even if it's not truly theirs. A lot of women who listen to this pick up on the mindset. They pick up on the phrases. They pick up on the attitude. They pick up on the aesthetics of this music. And you could see it when you're in public, or you could see it when you're on social media. You could tell. You could tell all of this. This is unappealing. This is unattractive, mood kill. This does not make men say, ooh, I gotta have her. No, this is a red flag. A red flag. A red flag that is not to be ignored. Women that listen to modern day rap music are red flags because they are entertained by red flags, essentially. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to be truthful about it, man, because nothing good comes out of that music. Nothing good comes out of that music. And the plan that those people behind the scenes have for your children is not something that you would find appealing or cute. I want to shout out to all the parents who do not let their children indulge in noise pollution. I would like to thank all parents who are very keen on what goes in their children's ears and what goes in front of their eyes, because it is very, very important. The conversation continues and it's not going to stop. I just had to be honest and truthful about that, because on the last video, I didn't get a chance to speak on the thought culture side. And finally I did. And I said what the fuck I said too. You know what I'm saying? And I stand by that, Another thing about that is, they always like to, people who like music of today love to compare their music to music from my generation, the 90s, the realest era in rap music history, by the way. There is no comparison. You can't compare. If we were outside and a Honda and a Bentley pulled up at the same time, we would not compare those vehicles to each other. With that being said, I cannot compare the garbage of today to the classics that came out in my era. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. This generation is its own, and nothing compares to it unless you're talking about a garbage can. Until next time, everybody, man. Stay real, man. Keep that bullshit out your ear. Look, man. If there's real music and there's bullshit, and on every app, it's a search engine, meaning you choose what you listen to. Stop choosing to listen to bullshit. Stop choosing to listen to music that destroys your fucking brain cells. Listen to something real. Listen to something that'll benefit you. Until next time, everybody, man, peace and love, because that's what the world needs. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love.